How about I tell you a story? The Mitten, Ukrainian folktale, and it's been told for years and years and years. Once upon a time, a long time ago, in a far-off land. What inspired me to try storytelling and to fall in love with storytelling? I was very new to early childhood education, and I remember that day like it was yesterday. The head teacher said, "Hey, we have a storyteller coming in." And I said, "Oh, great, yeah, storyteller, cool." What's storytelling? He asked his grandmother a very important question.
Grammy, would you please make me some white mittens?
Now his grandmother was just shocked. She was like,
"My dear grandson, you are aware if you drop the mitten on the snow, it will be white on white."
All the children and myself and the rest of the teachers sat down, and we are entertained, engaged, and educated by a storyteller named Papa Joe. Now he's retired, but wow, it was absolutely amazing. I was totally captivated.
"Hey, can I see the mittens?"
And she presented him with two wonderful white mittens. So we had to try them on for size. Would they fit? And I said to myself, wow, if this guy can tell stories, I can tell stories too. And the very next day when I came to Live and Learn, I covered the kindergarten teacher's lunch break. And the children asked me to read a book, and I said, "Hey, remember that storyteller? What if I tell you a story?" It was a perfect fit.
"Grammy, can I go out and play?" "Yes, but remember, when it gets dark, come home. I'll be waiting for you to meet you.
It was a great starting point. And from that day forth, every day I was in the kindergarten room, the children would ask me to make up a new story. And his coat, and then he belted it. Because this story happened so long ago, they hadn't invented zippers yet. And he was ready to go. He opened up the door. Where this video is being shot is Moheramet Elementary School, and that is where my very first performance about 12 years ago took place. He stepped out. It was really cold. He closed the door. And he kept walking in the snow. The snow was really deep. He reached down and made a snowball. He was about to throw it when he saw this amazing tree. He had to climb it. So he walked to that tree. So all my programs include the 3 E's of storytelling: education, entertainment, and most importantly, engagement. Up the tree, pull yourself up. You can almost touch the sky. Yeah. The different programs that I offer: conflict resolution, diversity, bullying, and recycling. One of my favorite ones is recycling, because that is a story about me and my grandfather. And way back before it was cool to go green, and before everyone was coining the phrase reduce, reuse, recycle, my grandfather was talking about how important the environment was and how important it was to take care of it. What? That caught the attention of an owl. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And he showed his talons, which are claws, and really teaching the art of storytelling for early childhood providers, for teachers, for parents, and for children. I've done lots of artisan residencies all over New England at different elementary schools. I've performed at libraries, early learning centers, festivals. It just depends what your needs are. Great time doing workshops and really teaching the art of storytelling for early childhood providers, for teachers, for parents, and for children. How to pick a story, how to learn that story. We're going to talk about personal stories. We're going to do a group story where everyone gets to jump into the story. All the workshops are geared towards a little bit of lecture, a little bit of hands-on experience, a little bit of me telling stories, and a little bit of the audience telling stories, all lumped together so that when you jump into your storytelling the very next day, you feel confident, you feel excited, you feel energized, and you're ready to bring these stories to life for your children. He put his legs over a branch. He looked at the countryside. It was amazing and beautiful.
Wow, it's so pretty.
Then the wind started to whip, and he didn't realize it, but one of the mittens flew off in the breeze. So he reached for his mitten, and then his other mitten.
Oh no, it's gone. Grammy's gonna be mad.
So he climbed down the tree. Can we go from 6 to 1? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So one thing that I really like to focus on is how you can be effective story reader as a storyteller. If you need that book, then use that book and be that story reader. But use the techniques that I've taught you in the workshop to really bring that storybook alive. Achoo! It's his grandmother, and she said,
Come here, Dickie. I'm glad you're safe and sound. Now show me your mittens. Grammy, you're never gonna believe it. Guess what? Close your eyes.
Grandma closed her eyes. And then Nikki's storytelling is such a vital part to education. Think of the act of listening.
Look with your own eyes.
It is so vital for a teacher to have this in their repertoire. And he showed her his regular mitten and his great big mitten. And they both laughed and gave each other a hug. So please consider calling Storytelling with Shawn for a workshop that will change your life forever. The end.